We begin the afternoon session with what many people called their favorite session from last year. It's called Where Are They Now? It's tracking the winners from last year, or some of the winners, the ones that are still available, in terms of their businesses and how they're doing. And we're going to start out with a team you'll remember that was one of our top, we give first, second, third, and fourth place prizes. And this is obviously chosen, the individuals are chosen from that group. Capital Kombucha. Dre, are you here?
Yes.
There he is. Come on up and take it away. Andreas Schneider with Capital Kombucha.
All right, thanks, John. So first of all, thank you, John, Denitza, the whole team for organizing yet another very great business plan competition. It's exciting to see the competition growing and being in this larger auditorium for this session. That was great to hear. And I also want to congratulate everybody who's presenting today, all the teams. I can speak as a two-time finalist, which is a different way of saying a one-time loser, that this is, regardless of whether today's your day or not, this is a worthwhile experience. And if it doesn't happen to be your time today, come back next year. This is the best learning experience and the best prep you could have for actually competing again. So with that, I can fill you in on what we've done since we won a prize last year. We've executed the plan we presented, which, as I'm sure everyone remembers, because it was a very memorable presentation, involved growing our production and expanding distribution from Northern Virginia up to Philadelphia. So we're now expanded from being in about 50 stores to about 120. And that now includes Whole Foods, Sweet Green, and all of the Mom's Organic Market stores. So I think in terms of sales, it's going very well. We also, as kombucha producers, for anyone who's not familiar with the product, it's a probiotic iced tea that's kind of making the move from niche health product to more widely consumed mainstream health beverage. And the way we're positioning our brand is to accelerate that move and try to make kombucha as accessible as possible. So to help with that, we also were among the founding members of Kombucha Brewers International, which is our industry's trade group. And we're out in California to launch that association. And myself and Dan, one of my co-founders, both have members with the board of that association. So I think that's going to help us understand the industry, connect with our competitors and collaborators, and kind of shape how kombucha is described to a wider audience as it expands. We're also doing things like collaborating with like-minded brewers, including DC Brau. So if anyone is around next weekend, I'd encourage you to come to Glenn's Garden Market on Sunday, where you can try the first ever Capital Kombucha DC Brau kombucha beer collaboration. Another way to make kombucha a little more interesting and exciting to people. Overall, it's going well. We are in the process of looking for new space and going through a fundraising round. So if you know anybody who likes beverage companies and is interested in participating, we're looking for investors. And we're working with Peter and as well as Lex McCusker and David Samuels and two other people we met through the GWORT program. I'd say on the whole, the business plan competition and associated programs has been very beneficial for us and kind of guided the company's development from inception 2.5 years ago while we were all MBA students to right now where 2 of the 3 founders are working full-time in the company. So, thank you. Any questions?
Just a quick question, follow-up question. That's tremendous growth in 1 year in terms of the number of stores you're in and the fact you've moved to Philadelphia. But I'm curious, where do you go next? What's your next plan for expansion?
We have 2. So the first is to kind of backfill in the regions where we're already present. We're in 6 Whole Foods right now, but between Northern Virginia and Philadelphia, there's about 25. So we've got significant growth opportunities just by getting into more Whole Foods. I was with one of them this morning in Arlington when they picked us up starting today, so that's going well. The second is getting into new types of stores. in the same areas. So Sweet Green is an example of an advantage we have over other kombucha companies. We're the only kombucha that's sold in that restaurant. And a big reason is because our brand is really kind of a mainstream, chic version of kombucha versus this kind of holistic medicinal branding that a lot of kombuchas have decided to go with. So there's a chain in Philadelphia called Honey Grow that we're trying to work with now. It's similar to Sweet Green. I think this fast casual channel is a good opportunity for us. Beyond that, New York, I think as we said in our presentation last year, between New York and Northern Virginia represents about 10% of the entire kombucha market in the country. So we think that will keep us occupied for at least the next few years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.